What is one of the best ways that you can mechanically catch a lot more fish? Think about what I said. Good morning, guys and girls. November 24, first book in the Bible, Genesis, right? Genesis 15:6. Abram believed the Lord, and the Lord accepted Abram's faith. He later changed his name to Abraham, by the way. That's the famous Abraham in the Bible. And that faith made him right with God. Abraham believed the Lord accepted Abram's faith, and that faith made him right with God. A while back, I fished with an 11-year-old boy in Alabama named Austin. He knew so much about fishing and hunting. It's like fishing with a small adult. I mean, that's just how good he really was. He was just amazing. He had learned most of his knowledge from his granddad. I love to fish with kids. I fish with my grandkids and great-grandkids all the time. I love to fish with kids because they hang on every little bit of instruction that you give them, and they believe what you're teaching them is absolutely true. Whatever you're telling them, they're believing. They're believing what you're saying. By the way, if you're not subscribed to the Catch of the Day channel, hit that subscribe button right now. If you are subscribed, share it with as many friends as you possibly can. The Catch of the Day, I've said it many, many times. I believe it's the most important channel on YouTube. It will absolutely change your life. The channel won't change your life. What I say won't change your life. What God will do with you by starting the day in His Word will absolutely change your life. We are all little children to God. That's what we are. We're God's children. We're little children to God. And what He has to teach us is absolutely 100% true. All that God asks of you and me is that we believe. We're to believe with all that we have. We believe with everything that we have inside of us. And know that God is able to accomplish everything, every single promise that He has made. We know that God's made over 7,000 promises to us in the Bible, and He's able to keep every single one of them. It is that faith, that simple, childlike faith, when a child believes what you tell him about fishing and how to catch fish and how they're reacting, that's the same childlike faith that God is asking you and I to have in Him. That's that faith that makes us right with God. Can I tell you, we want to be right with God all of the time. What a great Father we have in this God that we serve. Okay, here's our tip for today. Mechanically, what can you learn how to do to catch more fish? Learn to make short, accurate casts. Most people make too long throws. Most people cast too far out when they cast. Learn to make short, accurate throws. You know, I was actually visiting with Ricky Clun just a few days ago, and Ricky, obviously one of the greatest professional bass fishermen of all time, you know, an extreme talent. And he was talking about some of the people that develop some of the techniques that we use in fishing now, like flipping, developed by D. Thomas out in California. D actually is the one that personally taught me how to flip. But the underhand cast, most everyone attributes that to me. I don't know if anyone was doing it before I was doing it, and I was doing it over 50 years ago is when I started learning how to underhand cast. I guess it was probably closer to 60 years ago now. And actually, I learned to underhand cast, and I told Ricky, I said, you're not going to believe, Ricky, I don't know if I ever told you this story, how I started doing underhand casting in the first place. We were fishing a local tournament here in Oklahoma, and it started snowing in the middle of the tournament. It was so cold, it was unbelievable, and we were just freezing to death, and we were bundled up, and I did not wear raincoats at all back in that area in that time. I probably couldn't afford a rain suit. That's probably why I didn't wear them. But I didn't wear a rain suit. It'd rain, I'd just get wet and then eventually dry off before the day was over. And I was soaking wet and cold and just freezing to death, and I got where I was just sort of sat down in the chair in the boat, and was sitting down just trying to cast as little as I can, and I was just so cold I was kind of bundled up, and I started throwing underhanded, and I thought, wow, that works pretty good. And so I kind of kept working on that underhand cast and developed underhand casting. Underhand casting will allow you to get a lot more cast into the day. But whether you're casting sidearm, overhand, or underhand, short, accurate cast will help you catch more fish. The fish only are going to bite your bait when your lure is in a potential strike zone area. So the more you can be in a potential strike zone area, the better. So when you're making a long cast and bringing your bait through a lot of unproductive water, you're just simply wasting time. Short, accurate casts will help you catch more fish. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, I sure do love you.